Yo, what's good, y'all? Online. Once again, it's been a minute, but we are back. I am comedian C No Evil, and I'm here with Miss Alicia's life journey. Hey, Alicia.
Hey, yeah, how are you?
We are back for some more chat, y'all. You got a little bit of an echo there, Alicia. Um,
Sorry about that.
it is March 16th, the day before St. Patrick's Day, the day where the light skinned folks go drinking like crazy in the streets. And it is spring break down here in South Florida, so it is wild. You get near that beach area, it is going crazy. It's pandemonium. But
What?
we are here to chat with you all about some things, some movies, some shows, things that's going on in the world today, and of course we're gonna laugh at it. uh, Mr. Alicia, how has things been for you?
Pretty good. It's nothing but quiet. Everybody still had a lot of people still hiding out for quarantine or for the pandemic, so it's not some loud. It was cold today, so not a lot of people came out. But when it's hot, you start seeing people out and start seeing legs. So,
Some thighs and toes and stuff.
oh yeah,
I don't know how y'all females be doing it. It'd be cold outside and y'all still go outside with open toe shoes. I don't get it. My feet are the are the place that need to be the warmest. Y'all just be out there kicking it with snowshoes on. Um inside the house but come out with your toes out. Like I don't get it. But
socks and slides.
yeah, that's what y'all do. It,
Yeah,
it
y'all
it
don't
it
do
just
that
has
down
to go with
there.
the outfit. Listen,
Y'all don't do
I'm talking
socks and
about women.
slides.
I'm talking about women. Period. This is not just the area thing. This is women.
Oh,
Period. If it's easy
God.
to put on and it goes with your outfit, y'all don't care. Y'all still gonna wear them, and then be sitting there telling some I'm cool.
Oh yeah, them little slides. Yeah, I used to do that too. Just have some socks on and slides.
But it's been an eventful time. It's still pandemic time, but down here you wouldn't believe that. Only way you would know is because people are still wearing masks going inside the venues. But the comedy shows have picked up, music shows, poetry, all of that stuff is picked up. So it is not hideout season here. Just, certain people are, but for the most part, we are back in business. People are coming down from the north, saying that we're the only place that's open, us in Atlanta. So, this is our time to catch back up and get back to where South Florida used to be before Luke decided to take a back seat. So
Yeah,
let's get the chat. All right, what you want to cover first? You want to cover a movie, or you want to talk about Pepe?
Peppy.
We gonna talk about Pepe, Pepe Le Pew.
Peppy Le Pew. Yes, let's
Listen,
talk about
listen, you're a youngin, okay? You're a youngin, so you're not gonna have the same feelings that I have about Pepe, okay? Not gonna have the same experience that I have with Pepe, but you have to know that the history of Pepe Le Pew is that number one, he stinks. He's a skunk. He has a French accent, and Pepe's pretty horny. Pepe has a problem. Okay, Pepe is trying to slang his little funky little weenie in every cat he sees. Now he don't want other skunks. He wants cat. Okay, a different type of feline, and he don't realize that he's like some of these people out here with these funky breaths and the mask covering their faces. He stinks, but he's still trying to slang his baby Pepe. Okay, now during these cartoons, Tom and Jerry nowadays wouldn't last anyway because the world is too sensitive. Okay, the world is so sensitive. We on this whole um, um, be sensitive and do what we want you to do or else type stuff. So this kind of stuff is going on. I don't care if you're the left, you're the right, up, down, in the middle. If you hating on old school cartoons and trying to get rid of everything in the past, you a duck. Okay, there's certain things back then that you can say, okay, that might have been wrong. This could have been wrong. But this is a damn cartoon with a stanky skunk trying to get some but can't. I mean, I can I kind of understand what they're talking about. You know, Peppy is a little aggressive, always putting his hands on them and squeezing them and trying to kiss on them. He ain't like he pulled out his shaboinka at all. He was just trying to kiss him. I mean, kissing leads to the rest, but it's a cartoon. It wouldn't have gotten there. And these cats are busy scratching, biting, trying to get away from Peppy, but Peppy always end up around the puss, meaning the cats. He always ends up around them. And these cats, no matter what color they were, this is when I was able to see. Okay, no matter what color these female cats were, Peppy always seemed to find his way around them with his little rolls and his little outfit, his little
Oh
his little
yeah.
his little tie and stuff. Peppy wasn't playing. Peppy was trying to get some booty. Okay.
Yeah, you would call it more smoother than Johnny Bravo.
Hey, listen. Hey, you know what? Hey, you know what? Johnny Bravo. I don't remember Johnny Bravo ever touching them though. Did he ever? He'll stand
Yeah,
there and do
he'll be
his
like,
gestures, but he didn't touch
oh,
them
one
all.
time he'll say, "Hey there, pretty lady," and then he'll grab them and then swoop them down, and then their girl will whack outside his head.
Johnny Bravo used to get his ass kicked. Yeah.
Yeah, no one needs to beat him up.
I need to look that cartoon up. I used to laugh at that cartoon all the time. I would still enjoy it because I'm pretty sure I remember a lot of those episodes. But you know, the visual on it with what they would whack him with and the way he would fall, it was always funny. Listen, Johnny and Pepe, they were just two aggressive cartoons. That's funny. Okay, that stuff was funny because they would always end up not even getting what they were out for,
That's what
and
why it was funny.
that's why it was funny. These cats used to do all kind of stuff, and Pepe did not care. Okay, him putting his little stanky, funky lips on these other cats was his goal, and he was not leaving without it. Even when the cartoon went off, you don't know what Pepe did after that cartoon went off.
No.
He might have ended back up in front of the Looney Tunes television show with some lotion or something. I don't know. That's why I named it Pepe Me Too. Because these cats, I think it was the cats that filed a order on them. They pushed something through the courts for them. It was like, you know what? They got Bill. They got the rest of these guys. We gonna file something too. Cats got 9 lives. Okay, they still living.
Mhm.
But the the whole idea is, I gotta echo again, Alicia. The whole idea is that what the cartoon, they're going back and they're getting rid of them. Okay, they're saying this was too ridiculous. I mean, if you remember, Bugs Bunny was dressing up in pom poms and and bonnets and barrettes and stuff like that, and Elmer Fudd would still shoot his head off. it, Yosemite Sam always carried around some heat. Like it wasn't no small gun. That boy was carrying some heat. He was hunting. Okay, all these cartoons, just the Looney Tunes in general, would not have survived during these days. What do you think?
Yeah, because that would be like inappropriate. That would be like pushing gun violence, and I guess some people would say like Pepe would be like um what's that word, over sexualized and harassment. Bugs Bunny, yeah. Roadrunner, Roadrunner and Bugs Bunny, yeah, all of them would be like pushing violence. Yeah, it wouldn't last for like a little kids TV show. They would have boycotted or it would have been canceled.
Now,
But
Roadrunner was different because Roadrunner never got caught. All them little traps would never ever work. I used to get mad. I'd be like, "Would y'all just let them catch him?" She
mhm.
like Roadrunner always get away from these stupid traps. Like you buying from the wrong store with these non-working traps you got there, buddy.
Oh yeah.
and I didn't even know a roadrunner was a real animal until I spoke with somebody that lived out west. I was like, and that was a long time after I stopped watching the cartoon. I was like, those things are real?
Yeah.
I knew what coyote is, but I did not know what roadrunner was. That was crazy. Um, but the whole cartoon would not last because Tom and Jerry used to kick each other's butt. Okay.
Oh, I used to sit there and watch that. I used to love Tom and Jerry and then and Tom Jerry and the pit bull.
Oh, Spike. That's his
Right.
name, Spike. Hey, Spike ain't play that shit.
Mm-mm.
Spike wasn't playing. Um, Daffy Duck used to get his butt kicked. Like he would, Bugs Bunny would always win. I used to hate that joke. I was like, what? Why the little black duck getting his can never get his victory? Why it always got to be duck season? The Easter only come once a year. Come on now. And he ain't even no Easter bunny. He too skinny for that mess. I remember they used to like all the drawings that used to come around and in school people used to draw Bugs Bunny with gold chains on and rings and all kind of stuff. Um Daffy Duck ain't get that kind of love.
And cigars, because you know they push people to smoke at an early age.
Oh yeah, you right,
Used to be
you
like
right, you
smoking was
right.
cool. You remember
You right,
how
you
they
right.
until they start pushing the cigarette commercial. Not smoking. They made smoking the cool looking thing.
Yeah. What's up, Blaine? Thanks for stopping through. Um they I even remember my brother drew Bugs Bunny one time with his hat on backwards. Like he had on a gold chain. He had some golds in his mouth, some rings on. He even had on some J's wasn't out back then, so he had on some Nikes. Like I was like, look at Bugs Bunny. Come on, man. What is this? What is this? But Peppy was always a part of that show. You know, whenever it came on, Peppy had his own segment, and you always knew Peppy to be grabbing on these doggone cats. Okay, he was always grabbing on these cats. The cats were always trying to get away, and now that brings us to today, where you ain't even got to see these cartoons. Why are you going back and messing with these damn cartoons? You messing with classics that we grew up on. Did it hurt your feelings? Why are you going backwards? They're not on TV anymore. Does Boomerang even still show those? You can't watch those on TV nowadays. What is it on YouTube? Have you seen Pepe Le Pew on YouTube? Uh oh. Where did she go? She's gone. She's gone. Well, I'll talk to y'all until
Sorry,
she comes.
sorry.
Oh, there you go.
Had a lag, internet lag.
Oh, okay. So do
Oh, but
you
yeah,
if you
I
search
haven't
Pepe
seen
Le
it
Pew right now, will his cartoons come up?
on Google. Yeah, it'll show. Well, I don't know about the actual cartoon video, but the like showing a picture of him and talking about his show will pop up on Google.
Man, I want to know if the artist that drew him is still alive, because he probably if he's not, he probably turning over in his grave right now. Like how y'all gonna go back on there? You might as well say everything was too ridiculous for TV, and who's to say the stuff that's on right now it ain't too ridiculous for TV? Why you
Oh
trying to
yeah,
go back and erase everything? Like everything nowadays is just go back and see what we can do to mess up what you knew. You know what I'm saying? Like the same way they go back and they get the people who ever said something about um the rainbow community. The same thing about going back on what else is it? Oh, the Me Too stuff. Like this stuff is old. It's old. I understand that you feel some kind of way about it, but to get it banned, we ain't going too far. Do you think they went too far with that?
well, I think it was decent. I think like nobody really watched it unless you watch Boomerang because that's where they show all the old classics. I really think they should have kept it, but I guess if they thought possibly they could, someone probably sue them, so they probably banned it. I guess they just probably afraid maybe a network somebody will try to sue that network for money, so they just went ahead and banned it or discontinued it. That's probably what it was.
Oh boy, man.
I'm just assuming. I ain't saying that's what it is, but
No,
I'm
no, no.
assuming.
It's just I don't. feel easy about this stuff. This where are you banning it from? That's the first thing. Where are you banning it from?
All TV networks, I guess, is I don't even know. I know.
Because
I mean,
if Hulu got it, you can watch it. Okay. If your Fire Stick has it, you can watch it. What you gonna do? Come and arrest me for watching it? Come on, man. Stop erasing history. I grew up on that stuff. Pepe Le Pew was the man who couldn't get none.
yeah, he was.
not even, not even no cartoon ass.
Yeah, he's funny. That's funny.
um,
That's what made it funny.
yeah. Listen, that's the kind of stuff that we grew up on. Okay? You
And Johnny
laugh at
Bravo.
things. Who was talking to you? Why is Alexa talking?
See, because Alexa be spying on people.
Alexa, shut your face.
You know what?
Um,
That's so
what?
cool.
What?
Alexa,
Wait. Hold on. Let's do this. Let's do this. I didn't even plan this. Alexa, who is Pepe Le Pew? Oh, she error messaged me. Hold on. Alexa, who is Pepe Le Pew?
oh, to make it sound so romantic but desperate.
She said he stink.
You know what? You think that's the reason why he can't get no cat? Is he stinks?
No,
Cause,
that is the reason. What you mean? That was
'cause
the reason. It wasn't because he wasn't doing a good job. It's just whenever he got near them, they was just like, oh hell no.
he was on
That
his A game.
Yeah, he was on his A game. He had the rolls. He would have things in his hand to give to them. And when he get close to start pulling on them, then they'll be like, I smell this. Mm-mm. And then they had the little scent going off of his tail that let you know that he was stinking. He's a damn skunk.
So
Johnny, he
what
not.
he had against his get dating skunk girls? Like I think it was one episode. It was a skunk girl that liked him, right?
I, yeah, there was one episode, but I don't remember what happened. That was so long ago. Peppy always seemed to mess it up. Okay, I don't even know.
Exactly.
Since when does something want something alike? Okay, a cat might want some dog weenie. A skunk wants some cat cootie. I mean, listen, you might even see a ant smashing a roach. I don't know. I don't know.
I felt
That's
like
just
that
the
would
way
happen
things
with
go.
cat dog.
Cat dog. Oh boy, that show was so retarded. Oh my god,
Like how cat dog was born.
I could not watch that show. I promise. I tried. I tried. It just didn't work out.
Oh,
uh, um, um, enough of Peppy. Enough of Peppy. Um, he's always gonna be in my memory bank. He's a classic.
hmm.
Okay. If it comes across my phone, I'm watching it. I'm listening to it. So doesn't matter if you're alt right, you're alt left, alt up, up, down, down, left, right, BA start. I don't care what you are. You're a person. Everybody is being labeled these days as being over here or over there with these people. Listen, if you're stupid, you're stupid. Okay. I'm neither right or left. I'm me, damn it. And it's stupid. Y'all find something else to do with your time. Worry about your damn relationship and your money, you idiots. Anyway, um, let's talk about some movies. Coming
Speaking of
to America.
relationships,
Uh oh.
ooh,
Go ahead. Tell me.
coming to America. That was I thought it was good. How do you? A lot of people say they didn't like it, but I thought the reboot was good to me.
Mm, it wasn't as good as the first one. The
Of
first one
course,
is a classic.
It,
I'm not gonna say that I'm not happy that he came out with the new one. That's cool. I'm glad that he brought back these actors. And when people do stuff like that, like a reunion type of thing, and bring back actors that were in their first movie, now you can check out how they've aged and their roles. They even brought back the chick that was barking.
oh yeah, you won
Listen,
the club.
right? I'm not even lying to tell you. I did fall asleep on it a couple of times. It was only because I was sleepy, but I I was listening to it and um I caught most of it. I was just like in and out of sleep, but I like what he did. I didn't care for the movie, honestly. I understand what he did. He could have been. I think he played a backseat role in his own movie. What you think?
Well, I feel like a lot of it resembled to me like some of the like he took some of the stuff from come not Come to America. What's that movie called? Black Panther. Like some
Hmm.
of the
Hmm.
scenes remind me of Black Panther a lot.
Yeah, and a lot of people said that.
It felt like a happier version of Black Panther if it ended the way you like without someone dying.
I remember you told me that before I watched it because you watched it first, and you was like, watch it, and it's like it's a better version of Black Panther's ending. I was like, what are you talking about? And then before I watched it, I thought about it. I was like, I kept thinking, what happened at the end of Black Panther? That's a long movie. And then when I started checking it out, I was like, you know what? I think I know what she meant. And when it got to the end, I was like, oh, okay. Hey, listen, I ain't gonna give y'all the end of the movie. Y'all probably already seen it because there was no way you couldn't have seen it now, by now. That movie was so publicized. They was advertising that movie since last year. Okay. Um, and the funny part is that one of the actors in the movies, I do not know his name, but he was in so many shows and movies. You know who I'm talking about. I don't know his name. He's
The African dude.
no, 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 no. He is okay. You used to watch The Fresh Prince.
Yeah.
He was Lisa's dad. You don't remember him?
Earl Jones? No. Because
Is that his?
I think so. It doesn't isn't he the voice of Lion King's father? Um
No, 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 no,
no,
no. Uh.
what is
I'll
it? I
show
keep
him
mixing
to
them
you.
up.
Y'all help me out, man. He
I know
was
who you're talking
Lisa's
about.
dad.
That funeral was funny.
He Will had caught him and his mom in the bed. Um, he was like, ew. Everybody's like, then Hillary came and she like, ew. If you remember that episode. But yeah, he was Lisa's dad. He was in a lot of movies. But I was just thinking about him. I was like, I don't know his name, and I wonder if he's still alive. And then here he is in the movie. Um, they brought back so many actors. I was like, damn, all of these people are still around. That was some awesome research he did to go back and find these people because a lot of these people do a movie and just be off the grid. So I appreciate him doing that. I heard the outfits were awesome. What did you think
Yeah,
about him?
yeah, I heard that the person who did the outfits for the Black Panther movie was also the same designer who designed for that movie, which I thought was cool. I'm also glad that he didn't decide to replace the mom since, the mother in the original movie died in the 90s. I forgot how she died. So I'm glad he
Mm.
didn't get someone to replace her. He just let her be as like dead,
Yeah,
like how
yeah,
she really
yeah,
was.
yeah. Yeah, remember to hit that like. Remember to subscribe to the channel. Of course, more videos are coming. But the storyline, the storyline was, I don't know, it was a little draggy to me. I understand what they were doing. And then Eddie Murphy went into his million roles. He was playing the barbershop people, and I understand all that. I did chuckle. I just didn't laugh hard. Did you laugh hard?
No, except for when what's her name? That big girl that be on Saturday Night Live.
Hmm.
Um, the one that ended up being what's his name? The baby mama.
Yeah.
She saw her snatch
Oh,
your man.
Leslie Jones.
Yeah, Leslie Jones. She made it funny.
Listen, I heard her voice. I was like, ew. That
Don't
does
even have
not
a
like her
hood.
voice. Oh my god. But yeah, she came in there with like high energy. Like everything she does is high energy. So she came in
Hmm.
there with that higher energy. I was like, this chick is wild. Oh my gosh. Um um I just it was okay. You know, our rating scale 1 through 10. I give it I give it a 6. I can't give it no more than that. It was I The things that I appreciate just didn't do enough to put the movie over the top. I'm glad that he brought it back. I'm glad he got the same actors. I'm glad he got the wardrobes so nice looking from what I hear. I'm
Hmm.
glad that he just, you know, he didn't let the movie just lay and be a classic. He actually tried to come out with another one, and he linked the plots up very well.
Hmm.
30 years later, and these people are still living. So I appreciate all of that. Don't do another one. Don't do another one. That's it. Just let it ride. You did enough, bro. What you think? What do you give it?
I give it like a 7. You notice in the movie he made a pun about Americans making movies about sequels that nobody ever asked for. He made a pun about that in the movie.
He did. I missed that.
It was funny.
Okay, you gave it a 7.
Yeah.
Is the 7 based on the ending?
Yes. Well, yes, it was. It was based on the ending. I thought it was I thought it was entertaining. Of course, it wasn't on a same level as the first one, but I think he did it like I felt like he did it in regards to how this new generation is,
Hmm.
and so I think he made it kind of like how this new generation is in the culture of this generation and how we behave.
Listen, Eddie Murphy is a genius. Okay, he's a
Mhm.
genius. His brain it works overtime, and he gets an applause for it. But I think it could have been better. That's just the last thing I got to say about that. Um, so the next movie, the next show, what you want to cover?
Hmm. You want to talk about I Care a Lot?
I care a lot. Oh, let me go back. Coming to America, of course, is on Prime Video. If you are a Prime member, it is free. And then I think they put it on HBO Max, right?
Right.
Yeah. Um, I don't know how many views it got. Can you check and see how many views it got? Like what the ratings were, just to see what
Mhm.
they
Or
actually got before we move on to the next show.
let me
I
see.
really I really would like to know how it did.
Okay, let me see. The ratings for Coming to America too. Well, Rotten Tomatoes, the Rotten
Yeah.
Tomatoes, they gave him 50%
Hmm.
on the score.
Halfway.
So
That's
is that
about
not too bad?
that's halfway. That's about what I gave him. I actually gave him one more than that. I gave him 60% instead of 50%. I mean, a 6 instead of a 5, but they put him right in the middle. Any other rating?
Let's see. I don't know what this stands for. The IMDb. They rated 5.5 out of 10. So that's the same thing, or 4 out of 5 for common sense. So
I think
everybody doing it like halfway.
you said 4 out of 5.
Yep, on Common
But
Sense Media.
okay, so that's 4 out of 5. Almost a perfect score.
Yeah, four
Um,
stars.
okay, so
Some
that's
said
the,
three
I
stars.
believe that's the independent movie bureau. I believe you can double check that, but um I believe that's what Eddie Murphy went in under. It was all his money and his productions. Um, you can fact check that, but 4 out of 5 is definitely a better rating than the 50%. Rotten Tomatoes is look they be looking to
Yeah,
shoot your movie out the sky.
they really do. Like some movies don't be
they
that bad, and they three
they
a low rating.
don't. You're right, because they rated Norbit so terribly, and I love that movie. So many people love that movie. I love Norbit,
Exactly.
and they said that's his worst movie ever. Bullshit.
Do they go by the
Bullshit.
ticket sales or something?
No, no, they don't. Well, I don't know if they do. They go by the critics on their panel.
Man,
So
sometimes the critics don't know it.
no, and the critics are not always going to have the taste that you have. So that's why I say if you want to watch something, don't just like just don't be like I'm not going to watch it because they said. If you want to watch a movie, go watch the damn movie. Find out if you like it. You don't know these people like that, and they don't know you.
Mm-hmm. True. It's
Okay,
true.
so the next one, I care. I care a lot.
I care a lot.
this this movie here. This movie is on Netflix. Okay, it's a Netflix exclusive. It is awesome. Can you check the actors in that for me, please?
Yep.
Um, this movie is based on the plot. There's a lady who runs business. She runs a business that takes care of elderly people. Okay, male, female, doesn't matter what you are. She has facilities where she will house you. She will house you, drug you up, get you all assed out, and then drain your bank account and keep your family away from you. This chick is a con artist to the max. Okay. And you all know that when you doing some shisty stuff, you're gonna run into that right one sooner or later.
Mm-hmm.
And she
So,
did. She did. She happened to what did you got the name?
yeah, so the names are okay, the lady who played the main role, Marla, was Rosa Rosamund Pike. And then the fiance, Fran, her real name is Isa Gonzalez.
What was her name? I forgot her name. Was it Faye?
Fran.
Fran, there you go. Okay, Marla and Fran. Okay.
And
Marla
then
was the main
Jennifer
character, and Fran was the girlfriend. Then Jennifer.
was the old lady.
Okay, that's Richie's mom.
Yep, Diane. Diane is the actor's name. And then I
Okay.
see this guy on every movie. He's funny. Roman, who played Peter. I mean Peter Link played Roman.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. What's his name?
His real name is Peter.
Peter what?
Peter Dink Dinklage. Dinklage.
Uh oh. Okay. Um. So Marla was the con artist. She was a serious con artist, and she had a whole business where she was doing this to people. She would sell you on her business, and she will pull you in. And essentially she'll push your family out at the same time, tell them that you're sleeping or you're going through treatment, you're sick, but at the same time she's drugging you up and draining your bank accounts. Like she wouldn't let anybody in that was broke. You had to have money. And she ran into a couple people that was like, we're not having this. And in the beginning of the movie, a guy was like, I want to see my mom. And she would not let him see his mom. So he kept coming back. He came back with some goons, he came back with a lawyer. He just couldn't get through this facility. And there was one lady that was locked in there that happened to be the mother of a crime boss. Was it the Italian crime boss or was it no, it
Yeah, I think it
was
was
it
the
Polish? Was it Polish?
Pope
It was
or Italian mafia. One or two. I don't know.
Irish
One of them.
mafia. It was one of them. Listen, it was somewhere in Europe, okay? In the UK. Um and the dude Roman, oh excuse me, who
Bless
was
you.
the crime boss, thank you. It's not Corona. Um he he was a little midget of a guy, and he was like, listen, you got my mom, um you have her assets, and I want my mom back. So once she met up with this guy, it got ugly. Like they started going at it, like cutting brake lines and drugging and breaking in houses and man, listen, it got ugly, y'all. And she Marla got her girlfriend Fran in the business. Like they actually got married off of Jennifer's money. They that it was crazy. It was
Friend gonna be rich. I just thought about it. Say, if they got married, friend is gonna be rich, and that other guy was very smart to use Marla as the face of the company, even though she was co-owners with him.
but the funny part is I think there's gonna be part two. You just told basically the end of the movie, but
Oh, I didn't tell her what happened.
they you you get the sense that there's gonna be a part two. I don't want them to make a part two. I do, but I don't. I think they should leave that alone for a minute. But I think that would have been an awesome series. What you think? Like if it would have been a Netflix series instead of a movie, because it seemed like there could have been a lot more.
Yeah.
Uh, it like the stuff they were doing to each other, y'all. It was ridiculous. Like you didn't expect them to live through the stuff that they was doing, and somehow they kept coming out of it. So yeah, I checked that movie. It's called I Care a Lot. My rating on this movie, I really liked it. I really liked it. I'm not even lying to tell you, I was so mad watching this movie. I just was pissed off. Like, how does she keep living? I was mad. How could you be doing this wrong to these people like this, and you keep getting away? You would have thought she was the damn hero of the movie. So I give this movie a 9. I really do. Um, it this this movie was a trip to me. It was a trip. It was awesomely made. I don't know why I'm not giving it a 10, but it gets a 9 from me. Um, just because of the way that they wrote it. There was some things that a lot of things that went on in this movie I just did not expect. A lot of the time you can basically figure out what's gonna happen. Like, oh yeah, she going back to kill him, or yeah, he finna smash her, his girl or something. Like you just couldn't figure this one out because it was so many twists and turns to it. But the main idea remained the same. She was just damn evil. So I give it a 9. How about you?
Yeah, I gave it a 9. I learned a lot. If this stuff that was in the movie is true and real, I just learned a lot of stuff about the courts in
Oh
the future.
yeah. Yeah, but you know
And it,
what? That is true too. It is. It is.
and
If
now it
you
makes me want to know how many people right now are going through this type of abuse in the nursing home. Ooh.
but listen. I'm not even listen. The truth is the same thing is happening with Como up there. With Como. Como was hiding the statistics for his senior living care numbers up there. So he's in trouble now. This stuff really happened. Now people trying to kill each other and still living, I don't know. But the finance part and the collusion and all that stuff, listen, that stuff really happens. And you saw the judge. You saw the judge. You slide some people some money, that's what's up. People always want more money. Okay? If I'm cutting your yard and you got your neighbor in the house and you slide me some money, I ain't see nothing and I ain't see nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like that's the kind of
Mhm.
stuff that goes on for money.
Oh,
So,
we got more comments.
oh, what you got?
I didn't
I've been
even look
checking them
check.
out on YouTube. I've been checking them out on
Oh,
YouTube.
so I missed some. I'm gonna read the one that relates to the topic we're talking about now. It said talk about ultraviolet. Now I missed some of the stuff they said earlier.
Ultraviolet.
Hmm.
I didn't even hear that. I gotta check that out. Is that on Netflix?
I have no idea. Someone else said definitely want to talk
What's the
to you
names?
about
Read the name. Read the names. Read the
okay.
names.
The guy Curia 10124.
Okay,
Yeah, and then he said, "Yeah, I'm gonna go to sleep." But he said a lot of different stuff about our topics.
go ahead, read them.
Okay, so the other one was okay. I can show the people on here. He talked about Roadrunner. Roadrunner is a real animal. He said that I remember the trend of black people dry and cartoon characters in the ghetto way.
Mhm,
Um,
mhm.
he also said, "I'm not sure who this person is with you in the stream, but but she sound high as hell.
He said you sound high.
She sound high as hell."
Oh wow. Wow.
Sorry, I might get censored if I said that. My bad. Okay.
Mm,
Okay. The Wayne said definitely want to talk to you about Como and things and some other things.
okay. Yeah, Como man, listen. Como, that was the man for a minute, boy. He was going in on Trump. I was laughing at him because he just kept doing live streams. I was like, don't this dude got a state to run? But he surely was going in every day on his live streams. But now you hear nothing, nothing. They got him. They got him. I'm not happy that they did it, but I guess it caught up with him. I don't know. You don't get to the top by being a nice guy all the time. So they figured it out. But any other comment?
I think this. Wait. Yep, I think that. Oh, sorry. Blairness Jennings said, "Hey."
All right. Blaine, thanks for stopping through. Um,
Yes, I think that's it so far.
okay. So we got one more movie to cover, one more series on Netflix. This one is called Behind Her Eyes. Now, I watched this all the way through. Guys, this is I would say, would you call this a chick flick?
I don't even know what would you call it. It
I
just
don't
I
know what
don't
you
really
call it.
even know. I can
It was good. That's what we're gonna call it. Good.
yes.
um Miss Alicia over here couldn't even watch it all the way through, but
No.
me and some other friends watched it all the way through. This thing has some twists and turns in it that's ridiculous.
Crazy.
Um, the main character Louise is a mom. She's a single mom. Um, her baby daddy, you want to call it, is dating another female, and so he comes over and picks up the son. The son is always happy to go with his dad, but just like women do, she doesn't want it to happen because he's dating someone else. So she's given attitudes. At first, she wouldn't let him go, and then she, the son was pleaded with her, and she finally let him go. And when she let the son go, all hell broke loose. Louise, got a job and was working for a was that a firm? It was a what you call it, psychiatry
Yes,
office,
psychiatry. Yeah.
and her boss was married to a female. um, Louise was the secretary. There was another girl there working with them. You know, she would come to the office, take care of his calls, and like like secretaries can do, they can be all in your business. So whenever the wife would call, Louise would listen in to the calls, and she realized that the her boss um was
Hold up.
basically, huh?
Hold on. So Louise is the woman, right?
Yeah.
So hold on. So anytime second, so she would call the boss, and the boss and the wife would listen in on the calls.
No, the other way around. The wife would call in, or he would call the wife, and Louise would listen into the calls.
Oh, okay.
So I forgot what the wife's name was. Hold on. Crap. It was something simple too. The son's name was Adam. But whenever the wife would call in, Louise would listen into the calls, and sometimes she would basically get caught, but they wouldn't really know what she was doing. Like the other secretary would be like, "What are you doing?" It's like, "Oh, nothing," and then close the line. But she basically was picking up that the husband wasn't, he was giving the wife the cold shoulder, but he was on a schedule with her. So he kept tabs on her like big time. He wouldn't let her leave the house without telling him. He would call at the same time every day. Like he kept serious tabs on her. And somehow, he pulled Louise into their their relationship and they started smashing. Like he
Oh,
would he would
that's
go
true.
over
That's
her,
true.
huh?
I said that's true, but I don't know how she let that happen. I think she wanted it.
Basically, because he went over to her house and was telling her the problem. That's always how it starts, telling them the problems in the relationship. And he ended up having a drink. The first time she told him to leave and he actually left.
Mhm.
But the second time he came back, they actually got it in. And her son
He
was
knew what he
gone,
was
so
doing.
yeah, of course he did.
He was trying to get it.
and and the son was gone, so she could have pulled that off. If the son was there, she couldn't do that. And he did try that one time, but she was like, my boy here. So then Louise started listening to more of the phone calls to see if the stuff that he was saying was really true. Then somehow she met the wife, and it wasn't by mistake. The wife actually met up with her and befriended her and was telling her side of what was going on in the relationship.
I thought that was
And
weird though. But I said, ooh, she knows something to just
listen,
direct it. I feel like something
based
in the
on
water.
right, based on the title of the movie, I thought it was going to go another way, which it didn't. I was just waiting for it, but it didn't. Um, and it kept having flashbacks during the movie. Then the sex scenes started getting a little more intense and more frequent. Um,
Those
I ain't
sex
gonna
scenes
lie.
are weird in a way. It's like it wasn't even like a sexy sex scene. It was more like a horror movie type feel to it. So it's like when you watch it, it's like what it creeped me out. It's like it doesn't even feel like like some sex scenes are supposed to be steamy. No, it just
Yeah.
reminded me of like a Steve McKean movie. Like you can't.
Oh
It's
wow, she's
unenjoyable.
talking about some Pet Cemetery type stuff.
It's just
But
too
you got to
much.
keep watching it. You
And
stopped
then the little
watching
demons will
it.
pop up. The little demon shadows will pop up in the corner when they having sex. I should be like, okay, because I can't do this movie.
But there was a reason for that. You gotta keep watching it. I promise you, it's way more interesting than that. You got to keep watching it. Um, and it really had a serious twist in it. The end of it, somebody had to tell me what happened at the end because this show is described. I'm sorry, I forgot to say that for my blind and visually impaired friends. Behind Her Eyes is described on Netflix, but it didn't describe the ending correctly. And some of the scenes it didn't describe them in total detail. So there was some things that I didn't understand or I just totally missed. Um, but you guys need to watch this show. There are 10 episodes. Were there 10? I think there's 10 episodes,
Yeah, I think so.
and each one is more intense. And the twist on this movie you would not expect on this series. I mean, you would not expect. And I don't think they're gonna make a second series, but it would be really cool if they did. So I would definitely jump on it. Netflix has been having some good series. Some of them I don't care about. Like, well, before I get into that, so the what I give this series a 10, 9.5. I would give it a 10, but what was gonna happen based on the description that I thought was gonna happen didn't happen. So they lose a couple points. So you didn't watch it long enough to give it a rating, so you're gonna have to go back, young lady.
I try. It's
Listen,
the movie seemed
go
off
back,
to me. No matter how much I try, I was like, it just seemed off.
go
I
back,
got into it at the beginning. Then I just like,
go back,
it just seemed
go
off.
back. I promise it. I promise it's really good. Um, It's not a
And their relationship was
it's
weird.
not a scary movie. It's not a scary movie, but it does have some elements to
And the relationship seems so weird. I'm like, what's
it.
wrong with this man and this woman?
Listen, I, no offense to anyone from the UK, y'all a little weird to me, man. Sometimes y'all lifestyles can be real bland, and the dude, why am I forgetting his name? The boss, his life was very very basic. It was very very basic, and Louise's life was basic until she met him. Okay, the wife, her life was just basically psycho.
Oh, so she
So
the psycho one. I forgot. Was he the psycho or she was the psycho? I couldn't
no,
remember
the
which
wife was
one.
listen, the wife had more going on than you're gonna figure out until you see the ending. She
Oh,
had
I
a
knew one of
lot
them
going
had.
on. It didn't seem like it because the movie only let you see what they wanted you to see, but you have to pay attention to every scene.
I was trying to put my finger on it 'cause it's like that second episode I watched, and she was talking about the stuff that happened. I was trying to figure out was he the psycho one or was she was. I couldn't figure out. I said one of them off really bad. I couldn't figure. I said I just had that feeling.
And that's the problem when you tap in on somebody else's relationship. You don't know what the hell going on in their house. And it was
She should have
definitely some
stayed out.
psycho stuff going on in their house, and you'll find out. You'll find out. It's more than you would even imagine what was going on inside of their house. So
Ooh,
go
juicy
back and
stuff.
watch it. If you got the courage, go back and watch it and let me know when you start watching it. Okay.
I about
So
skimmed through it.
no, don't do that because you're not gonna understand it.
That show creeped me out. I just like felt like I was watching a watered down Stephen King show.
well, well, you do me that favor, and we could come back and talk about the rest of it since you'll be watching it. There's another movie you need guys need to check out. I'm not gonna go into it until Alicia looks at it. It's called damn, why am I forgetting? Shoot. Hold on. Um, okay, because I remember the movie I told you, Nowhere to Hide. That wasn't
Yeah.
the name of the movie. That was the name of it. It was I forgot the name of it. I got to go back and look through my archives and see what the name of it was. But that movie was awesome. Like they, I'll come back with that for you guys. Um, what we're going to do now is we're going to sign off. But I want you guys to keep in mind that we will be coming on. We're going to have an intro created so we don't just come on and all of a sudden you're seeing our beautiful faces. Um, I do have an outro I need to put on, but of course, I've been doing a lot lately. Not to say this was the last thing on my mind, but we're gonna get this spruced up for you. And y'all stay tuned, man. I got something in the works. Like I told you last year, I've been working on something, and it's coming. It's coming. I just got the okay for it today. Um, Besides me hosting on Tuesdays now, down in West Park. If you're in South Florida, you need to come on out. K1NG Radio presents Comedy Night. If you are a traveling comedian or artist, let me know, and I'll um, put you in contact with my producers. We'll get you on. Also, if you are looking for anything, anything, just hit me up. I'm more than likely know somebody who's in that field. It can be anything, lingerie, someone to fix your sink. It doesn't matter. Y'all hit me up. Just remember that you respect is like 100% everything. So y'all make sure y'all respect anybody you do business with. Don't burn bridges. Y'all make sure y'all keep your smile on your face. Miss Alicia, do you have anything coming up that you would like to let everyone know about? You can shout out your channels and everything.
Oh, yep. I have yep. My other channel is Sunshine Puppet Crew. That's for shows for basically preschooler and kindergarten, and like younger. You want to watch something nice for your children to watch. Then I have my other YouTube channel called Lisa's Life Journey. It's my vlog, basically talking about random stuff about my life. That's it, pretty much.
Okay, okay. She will put her link to her channel down in the comments. Of course, y'all know where to check me out here on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, Twitch, Twitter, all these different places except for TikTok under comedian See No Evil. Hold on. I have my birthday roast coming up April 24th, Saturday, April 24th, here in Fort Lauderdale. If you are in the area or are coming down to the area, make sure you come on out there. It's at 10th Level Tavern. Just got that confirmed on over the weekend. Got some awesome comedians going up. We're going to be roasting each other. Got some music performances. Got my homeboy Boulevard Burt performing. Got TMD Tibbs performing. Anyone else I add, I'll let y'all know. But it's an awesome game room. Every video game you can think of, including board games. Awesome drinks, beautiful service. Shout out to Joey for always looking out for me. Uh, Whenever I come out there, y'all make sure y'all stay tuned. So until next time, I'm gonna holler at y'all later. It's Bat Life, fool. Yeah.